Well, hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady Jayne. I'm here to talk to you about September. We're going to do the overview for September, which will have 4 weeks in it. And we're going to go ahead and go in deep on the very first week, which is the 1st through the 7th at the very end. All right? So, but before I get started, let's talk about a couple things. I am still in Washington, and I have an Airbnb that I'm working in, and I have hosts who live above me, and they will be doing whatever they do up there. They're living their lives and making noises and such. That's what happens, and that's what we're going to deal with, all right? I appreciate your patience, and we're going to go ahead and look at a couple of different things. Number one, we want to light a candle so we can have some good energy in the room. It's just a point of interest, right? So let's light that candle. Might get a little popcorn sounds off of it, which is kind of fun. I always like it. It reminds me of a fireplace. Okay? Cheers. All right, we're going to set it down. Not a special flavor per se, just a candle. Ta-da! And then let's go ahead and look at what we have here now is a deck that's been pre-programmed and is ready to go for a guiding card for the month. All right, let's get this guiding card for the month for you, Capricorn. No, it was right up here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set these cards aside. We got Starry Night, Acceptance. Interesting. So that's very interesting to have this card come up. This speaks to, number one, the vastness of the Starry Night. Okay, talk about an enormous amount of things going on up there. And yet, of course, there's things we can't touch, we can't fix, we can't alter what's going on up there. We don't have the power to do that from here down on the earth plane. And so, of course, we have to just accept what we see, right? There it is. I don't know what it is, but there it is. So we're into acceptance. And it's reminding me of your personal message from my better angels. My better angels want you to know that, oops, number one, I can chuck cards around. Hey. But this Starry Night is reminding me of how you need to be careful, all right? I'm not sure why we're saying that. This could be watching your footing. This could be watching yourself on ladders. This could be watching out for traffic as it comes towards you. But yeah, you want to be careful, or even just in your interpersonal relationships, that you want to just sort of be cautious and wary as you move forward. So this is a little fair warning, so to speak, that you will be in situations this month that will need a little bit of caution, all right? Just, you know, being aware and helpful, but also, I guess, a little bit in acceptance about what's going on, right? So the other message I got for all 12 signs is that we're all in this situation where we're all moving, okay? This could be your job moving. This could be your mind moving. Hello, if we're all moving that in our minds, that would be awesome, right? Change is good. So then we go ahead and also physical changes could be taking place, mental changes could be taking place, geological changes could be taking place, and also, of course, weather could be changing things and making us move around too. So hang in there, hold on to your hat, of course, and we'll see how that goes, all right? So let's look at the overview. All right, these cards are pre-programmed for you. We're going to go ahead and lay them out. I can do this. I know what I'm looking at. All right, here we go. So yeah, we'll have the 4 columns representing the 4 weeks. And of course, we're talking about where we are. And then this is the row of what's blocking us. And the final row is going to be our solution. So I never like to look at trouble without looking for a solution, because that's just how I roll. You know how I do. All right, so I'm going to set these cards aside, and let's get into what's going on here, okay? This will be the first week, which we'll go in depth on at the end of this video, but we'll just go ahead and get through the overview, all right? So this is going to be September 1st through the 7th for Capricorn. Yes, indeed. The Tower here is talking about how things, we have the world. So Things are falling together for you, okay? Well, wait a minute. Ooh, sorry. Maybe not. Yeah, things aren't going quite according to plan. Things are going to fall apart a little bit for you. This will last for about 3 months, so even as you make plan A, B, C, and D, they're going to fall apart, a little here and a little there, okay? So just be aware that things are in flux, all right? Don't expect everything to go just the way you planned it, all right? In fact, it's all going to fall apart. But you'll find out you're in someplace wonderful when you're on the other side, okay? Now, what's blocking you this week is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is that feeling that you want to be in control of things, and yet the fact was you had some bad experiences. So ultimately, when it's in the blocking department, it means that those bad experiences are going to come back like acid reflux, meaning that somebody that you were the leader of and maybe did a poor job of leading them is going to be back in your world looking at you like, wow, what a jerk. Okay? So pay attention to who that person is, and if you need to make reparations in that situation or apologies of some sort, don't be too big to clarify that you were doing the best you could at the moment, but clearly you didn't do a very good job. And hey, own it, right? If you own it and apologize, everything should get smoother, all right? Because this person might actually be in charge of you now, in which case, oh boy, what goes around comes around. So you definitely want to make some reparations there so you don't get squashed, all right? Now then, the World card is here showing me that you are completing one cycle and starting another. So yeah, as things were falling apart, I saw that things are just, you're completing a cycle of having things go well, all right? So the next thing that's happening is going to be a little wackadoodle, all right? So as you step into the wackadoodle world where somebody else is in charge, maybe that ultimately you were in charge of before, it's going to feel really strange, and you're going to have to just sort of either buck up or whatever, right? You're going to have to change your mind about how it's going, okay? Be prepared for it to feel icky, all right? It'll feel a little icky. Maybe maybe he's not going to be okay with your apology, and he's going to make it more difficult for you, all right? Rise to the occasion. All right, we'll go in depth on this at the end of this video. I'm going to move on to the 8th to the 14th. The Four of Pentacles. Your financial foundation is getting stronger, so that's very good. Excellent. Good job. Yeah, but it is taking you some work because that dude is pushing your buttons and making you work really, really hard not to go completely crazy, okay? That just means you're growing, all right? You're growing through this situation by having to deal with what you've dealt down to other people, and now the situation is reversed, and you are now receiving the poop that you gave other people, all right? Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a drag, but you're going to work it out. Good news, you will be able to rally the troops and get people to come along with what you want to do, and if you need help with a project, it won't be an issue. You'll be able to get people to come and help, all right? I like that for you. That's good. Now, let's talk about the next week over, the 15th through the 21st. The Ace of Pentacles, showing that, yeah, indeed, there will be the gift of finance coming your way. You're going to get some good checks, or maybe an overpaid bill will come back to you, so you're going to get a little extra cash. Maybe you'll just find 20 bucks on the ground. Congratulations, you've got some free lunch. Be aware, you may not want to spend it all in one place since things were a little tight and you're getting a little better, so good for you. Where are you blocked? Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. You're not going to be able to delegate anything right now. So you're just going to have to take care of whatever's in front of you. It's going to be a little bit much. It's going to be a little overpowering, and you're going to have to pace yourself through the project, okay? Don't freak out. You'll be all right, okay? Now then, I do see where some of that stuff could be coming back again. More of this is happening here. Maybe someone's still poking at you with their unhappiness with how you treated them, and you're continuing. It's almost like a bullying situation, but remember that it was reversed before and you were the one bullying him, and now he's bullying you back. And while you're feeling kind of crapola about it, you might need to look at yourself and realize that you brought this to you, okay? This is why it's happening, so you'll have a better understanding of what that feels like. It doesn't make it right, but it does make it what it is, okay? Now, the Queen of Wands is here as your solution. This is a like-minded lady person or feminine energy person who's going to be able to sit and listen to you chitter-chatter about what's going on and at least commiserate and appreciate the issues. This doesn't have to be anything more than a friendly ear, you know? Don't be alarmed. This person's pretty down to earth and easygoing, and they'll be able to listen and help you in some way just by the verbal ventilation of the situation, and maybe you'll find yourself on the other side of it soon. So the next week over, the 22nd through the 28th, we have Justice coming in, so things are going to balance out a little bit. Maybe you'll be put in charge of something yourself. But the beauty of this is that now that you're put in charge of something else, you're indeed going to be also remembering and paying attention to how you handle it, okay? So you're going to be doing some things to rectify your situation, okay? So, yeah. Oh, wow. Interesting. The Ten of Swords is here, saying we talked about you maybe being put in charge of something, but this is, you being in charge is blocked. So here you are, you're not in charge of anything, but there's definitely some balance and justice and fairness coming into play, all right? Be aware of it. Be aware that there might still be ramifications from all the prior experiences, and you're one more time going to be shown you weren't a very nice boss, and now you're dealing with that situation. I'm sorry, Capricorn. Like I said, this whole month you need to be careful. Now I know why. King of Wands is here, showing that, yeah, there's an understanding fella here, down to earth, easygoing, who is going to sit there and listen to you also chitter chatter about the fact that you're feeling unjustly bullied or unjustly treated. Well, fairness is coming into play. It might be the kind of fairness that says, yeah, you earned this. Good luck. And that's it. So watch your step. Pay attention to every detail and be as friendly as you can. Don't forget about magical donuts. If you need to start buttering people up and being especially kind to people, I mean, when you kicked everybody on your way out the door, that didn't really help very much. Now did it? So this is all about how returning to old situations and old friends and old places means that you're going to deal with old hurts as well. So we're just saving those cards over here so we can get back to them in other videos. Now we'll go in depth right here, right now, with this particular week, which is September 1st through the 7th. All right, Capricorn? Let's look at these cards. My goodness, lots of change. I mean, I like to think that you're getting yourself financially back on track, but wow, right? Okay. We were talking about how things were kind of falling apart a little bit. Things weren't going to go according to plan. You would have multiple plans this week because things wouldn't work out as you planned, and then you'll be better prepared. All right? The Five of Wands. Get people to rally around. Ask people for help, suggestions and whatnot, and you'll get other people to come around and help you, okay? You do have a posse in some areas of your life, so let your posse help. There will be news of employment opportunities presenting. Someone's tossing your name around for, hey, what if we hired that guy? So this is good news, and you'll have potential for employment. It'll be okay, right? But remember now, the Nine of Swords, wreckage from your past. You had the power before, you were in charge before, and that's blocked. You're not going to be put in charge again. And the wreckage from that, the fact that you handled it poorly is really, really showing up. And people are going, yeah, I don't know if I want to put that guy in charge again. So it's not, yeah, you're not going to be able to balance your finances right now. Things are aren't really going according to plan. And right this second, you're not working, okay? There is no job for you right now. So you're going to have to hold still, watch your spending, and be a good kid, okay? So take care of your finances as best you can. Tuna and top ramen for a minute until something breaks, okay? I feel like whatever this other, maybe this is your old job letting you go. Like we said, you were finishing up one job so you could start another. Maybe this won't last 3 months. That would be nice. It would be a short-lived experience. You just finish up the one job and get people on the horn and say, I'm looking for work. Okay, so people are talking about you for work. But wow, they don't want to put you in charge right now because that wasn't great. So now you're really getting ready to finish. You're in the mix of finishing one thing, putting the tools away from one project and pulling them out for another, but you're not quite ready yet. You haven't quite got the go button yet, right? 5 of Cups, yeah, old relationships. Looking back and how we handled old relationships and how we might want to readdress those and be better in how we handle those relationships now, okay? So talk to yourself and talk to them and figure out how you can work it through and come out on the other side a better you, okay? All right. Remember to be careful as you move forward. And, yep, new information. People are going to call you up and say, all right, I found a job for you. Here's the deal. Dun, dun, dun. You're going to look at this new information as a stepping stone forward, okay? Feels a lot like you're going to be starting at the bottom and working your way back up, okay? So whatever success you'd had in the past, if you walked away from it for a while, it's important for you to realize you've been gone for a while. And the footprint you left behind may have been a little bit more on someone's face than you thought. So you have to work this through, okay? So let's get you an animal. I've taken to calling them emotional support animals. It's an Australian deck. It's an oracle, and I really like it very much. And I'm finding that these little critters are quite handy to support my people in their week. This particular week, you're going to be supported by this animal, okay? So let's go ahead and find you your animal for the week. It's right there. It was immediate. All right. So cool. Let's go ahead and put these aside. And we have Whale, the record keeper, right? So we want to make sure that you're paying attention to what happened in the past. This could be records on your heart. This could be records in paperwork. As you finish one job and start another, you want to make sure that all your paperwork from one job is cleared up and taken care of, and that you're filling out all the current paperwork properly, okay? So you're definitely going to want to take care of all that stuff. Make sure all your safety classes are done if you have that stuff, those prerequisites before you go back to work, right? Take care of all your paperwork and make sure that everything is good, okay? Keep your records straight, all right? Cool. And yeah, you might have to dig deep on that situation, okay? So that will be interesting. You may not have everything right out in the open as to what you're missing. So that's important to keep an eye on. But you need a pocket full of rocks. Let's get in there and get that going on. Oh, there we go. Here we go. All right, we have obsidian, we have green garnet, and we have amazonite. Oh, that's a very good stone for that moment. All right, so here we go. We have obsidian, which is sucking all the negativity out of a situation, which is super cool, because we want to learn to laugh at our mistakes, as well as lighten the mood when things get hot, you know, if people get hot under the collar and they want to really get into your face about what happened, you're like, hey, you know, just pull back, don't let that stuff get in under your skin. Just be aware that you really got under their skin, and now they're in a position to be under yours. So it's going to suck all the negativity out if you carry that obsidian, okay? It will help a lot, all right? And the green garnet here is going to be a 3rd chakra stone. It's going to help you look at your memories and heal some of those memories so that you can see what you did wrong, but also learn from your mistakes, okay? And when you use your words to talk to somebody from your 4th chakra, 5th chakra, you're going to also keep your loving heart mixed in, and so you're going to speak to them sweetly and kindly as you appreciate for once how poorly that went and how you want to do better now, okay? So that's going to be important for you to use your words and be super sweet and kind in the process, because these people are acting out because they got their feelings hurt big time when you were being the boss, okay? So if you're not the boss, you be nice to them, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set these stones down right here. You don't have to carry those if you don't want to, all right? But if you want to carry something else, let me know what you got. Put it in the comments below, all right? You can also comment on any other part of this that you like. And indeed, if you haven't liked and subscribed, you should do so now, so then you don't miss a single video. I post once a week for free, so subscribing is free as well. And then you'll get a new notification when I post videos, and you won't miss what's coming up and have a better idea what's going on and be able to react accordingly, all right? Now, of course, I am doing Ren fairs, and I appreciate the one and the all of you who are coming out to the fair and getting those private readings. That's super cool. I'm going to be posting my schedule down in the description box so that you can come out whenever I'm in town for you, and it will be lovely to see you face to face. Thank you so much. We will talk next about the 8th through the 14th. Thank you so much.